Welcome back, senders. This is episode 27 of the Segment Podcast. As you guys know, I love to bring people on the show that are moving from the ordinary to the extraordinary. My special guest tonight is Diego Mendonca, right?
Yes,
I
got it.
got it. Diego Mendonca. And he's doing something very extraordinary. He is opening up a brand new bike shop in San Clemente, California called the Bike House. And we get to spend an hour with him today on the show, talking about Diego, learning about him, but also learning about this new shop that's in town. So without further ado, Diego, welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for having me. It's awesome to be here. Yeah, the new bike shop goes live tomorrow. It's super scary, but we are here ready to go. Excited to be part of the community.
Yes, we're excited. Everyone's excited to have you. I've gotten a lot of comments like, "This is awesome. This is great. Like, good luck to them." I actually had SpokeX out here in Temecula had given you a shout out on Instagram as well, so they're really happy
Nice.
for you. And we got a group of riders on the line right now. We have the Trail Dogs on the line. They're saying, "What's up?" They're saying, "Hey, hey." So Diego, cheers, buddy. Cheers. Diego, let's start with getting to know Diego Mendonca better. Obviously, we'll get into the bike shop and really looking forward to the grand opening for your shop tomorrow on April 1st. But who is Diego, and how is this mountain biking a passion to you?
Well, for those that don't know me, I'm from Brazil. I've been here in the state for like 17 years ago, doing a bunch of different things. I was a restaurant manager for BJ's for about 8 years, and then always with a passion of riding, racing, mountain bike, specific mountain bike. Got to meet the guys from Rock and Road, and super fortunate to work there for about 6, 7 years and learn everything that I know today. And
Wow.
wife, family, friends, and I always wanted to open something that's mine. So it's a perfect timing. And the wife said, "Go for it." I said, "Remember, it's in the happiness and good and the bad, the happy times and the sad times. If I'm broke in a couple months, you're gonna still love me." She said, "I will be here for you." So I said, "You know what? Let's just
Nice.
go." Here we are.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I love it. And that's what I love about you. I also love that when you reached out to me, you said, "Hey Mark, I would like to invite myself to the podcast. I like to bring beers and a good time." And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
it's virtual right now, but man, maybe we can make this thing live."
I have my buddy just say good stuff about you. So I
that's
said, "No,
that
yeah,
That's great. No, that's always a big compliment. But yeah, so I love it. Welcome to the show, and we got a couple folks here on the podcast. Christian's on here too. He said, "I bet he's thinking, I wish I would have opened this a year ago." So we're in a pandemic. Things are going crazy. There's it's probably hard to find bike parts and everything. How, for those of us who don't know what it's like behind the scenes, what's it like gearing up for this grand opening in this period in time? Is it tough, or is this exciting,
yeah,
or all the above?
it's all together." But I still think that, especially now after almost a year, people are a little bit more understanding about you cannot really get to any bike shops and buy your bike. There's a bunch of bikes out there, but usually we're gonna order something that it's not on the floor. So people are waiting a month, 2 months, couple weeks. It depends. We're trying to be super proactive, and like in the last month and a half, ordering a lot of parts, like drivetrains, cassettes, rear to wheel, everything that you can. If you have your bike now and you want to upgrade, you can do it. So we have all of that. The challenge is bikes or frames. We're super happy to have Specialized, Scott, Cervelo, and Luke bikes, um, placing orders left and right with them. Um, and bikes are. I don't want to overpromise saying that you're going to be here next week in 2 weeks, but they are coming. Uh, But I think we were super proactive with the parts, and that's what going to take us apart. And
Yeah, that
everybody's in service. I want to service my bike. Okay, come back next month or 4 or 5 weeks.
right. That's the beautiful thing about you, Diego. When you open tomorrow, you're taking people right then and there. So if you are watching this podcast or listening to this podcast tomorrow, Diego is taking you can go into Diego's shop called the Bike House, and he already has parts that are ready to go, and they're ready to get you guys going right then and there. Right? You don't. There's no wait list right now. This is
So yeah, by the end of the same day, I get your bike back.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Is that a goal moving forward? Is that type
It,
of turnaround time if you can?
I think my goal is to be 3 days,
That's
uh,
huge.
and pick up and delivery, because not
Wow.
everyone can come and drop your bike. Or they say, "Hey Diego, I am finishing uh, San Clemente trails. Pick me up, pick my bike up once I'm done in my car. I'm gonna be there, and then drop back at my office, or drop the bike back in my house." We are doing that.
Holy cow. Does
Yeah,
anybody do that right now?
not that I know.
Yeah, man. That's a great service.
So drop your pen. Yes, I'm here at Whiting Ranch, or I'm here at the luge. I'm done drinking my beer. Pick my bike up. Not a problem. We'll be there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's definitely something different that people aren't doing. I love the fact that you've done that. That must have been something that you thought of as a mountain biker when you've been in those positions. Like, I wish that I have to be
Right.
somewhere else, but I wish I could get my bike to the shop. How am I going to do this?
Yeah. It's almost like, hey, pick up my bike. Boom, you're
Wow.
there.
Wow. And what I also understand out there is that a lot of it's hard to find parts. So you could break something or bend the derailleur, something could go wrong, and you could be off a bike. If you only have one bike, you could be out of it for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But if you could find the part,
If you can, yeah. And even like I have a bike here from one of guys that dropped earlier, because I've been here in the shop early. His derailleur, I cannot find a derailleur, so I bought his derailleur on Amazon.
oh
Is his
wow,
farm. So if there's no way that I cannot find a derailleur on our vendors direct with Shimano, it was an instance from Shimano, QBP, Holly, or whatever it is, I go ahead and order online. There's nothing you can do.
wow,
At least I get you back on your bike.
yeah, that's an amazing service. We have somebody here, Jorge Reyes says, "Look forward to going to the new shop, Diego." So this will be good. So Diego, I see behind you there are a ton of race bibs back there. Tell us a little bit about those. That'll tell us a little bit about you and your writing, because I don't know how many I see back there, but there's a ton in there.
This was an art made by my wife. She was super awesome to do that. Um, it was back in the day. I used to race every weekend, travel around to race. It was awesome. Um, but now I shift a little bit, instead of just racing, and training and going crazy and forgetting to enjoy the ride sometimes. I'm just here for the ride. It's almost like I'm here just for the ride. Enjoy it. Stop. Don't do Strava all the time. It's just
Mm.
enjoying life and enjoying your bike and riding and stopping, taking pictures. No rush. But it's awesome. I raced everywhere. I was in Otter. I went a couple of times back to Brazil to race there. It's fun, super fun.
Are you more like cross country style or enduro or
I am cross country style. It's almost like we were riding the other day, and those guys, I was walking, of course, and the guys were saying, "Yeah, you should have brought like a longer travel bike." I said, "It doesn't matter. Even if I had a motorcycle, I wouldn't do the trail." But, but I mean, I used to be fast, but not really technical and things like that. No, I'm not on that level.
in the passion that you have for the mountain bike, is that something you picked up in Brazil as a kid, or did you pick that up when you came to the US?
It was in Brazil. I always had the bikes there, and it's extremely pricey. Bikes are super expensive there. So here, it's funny because I used to mess around with people. Here, you wanted to race against people in the streets. Over there, you wanted to run away from the guys that wanted to steal your bike. So that's how I got a little fast in Brazil. But uh, buddies in Brazil always rode bikes with me, and since I was a kid, I always wanted to have a cool bike. And here it's way easier. We're so fortunate to be able to do that.
Yeah, we're so lucky. We're so
Yeah.
lucky. There's a lot that we could take advantage of and test and demo and things like that, which is great.
Round and
Um,
different bikes.
yeah, there are so many. So Diego, going back to the trails, I know you're close to the San Juan trails, right? The location. We had a question here from one of our viewers. He asks, and this might tie into the trails being close to you. He says, what approach is Diego taking to help build a community around his shop? Riders look for a shop that feels like friends.
That's my biggest thing. I will show it to you guys in a little bit. I have the coffee shop here, and I
Oh,
have a coffee space. I have chairs. I have everything. I want you guys to come and hang out with me. It's not just business and business and come in, drop the bike, and leave. No, I want to hang out. I want to do parties around here. I want to do meetings and right after and right before, food, beer after the ride, or we meet at a beer place and we do it. This needs to happen in the community.
that's great. That's great. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait. Tomorrow, right? We're starting tomorrow. Christian says winner.
Yeah. And
Winner, winner.
Luge and Bruiser is back. I just heard from Lou that they're going to do it towards the end of the year. So that's another guy that does a lot for the community too. Just bringing everybody together. It doesn't matter what kind of shop it is. If it's my rival shop here, I hope that's not that people just, we can go to any shop, but once we get to community, we get all together. You know, we're here
Yeah.
together.
Right, sharing the stoke together
Yeah.
on the bikes. I love that. You were saying earlier the bikes that you are going to be a dealer for. You said it was what was it, Diego? Specialized and
Scott, Cervelo, and Look. Look is more Cervelo and Look going to be a little bit more oriented for road. Actually, Cervelo is coming up with some awesome gravel bikes as well. But specializing Scott, they have some badass mountain bike, all mountain enduro downhill bikes.
yeah, they do. The bike that I'm currently on right now is a Specialized stump jumper. So I got the old Stumpy, and
They're
that's
awesome.
definitely yeah. It's a great bike. It's a wonderful bike. So, Diego, in your area, what are the favorite trails for you? What do you like to typically ride when you get out?
I like the San Juan Trail a lot because you can do a lot of single tracks. You do a lot of hills though, but yeah, you can go all around. Even where I live, I can just ride to Waterworks. I can go around there, but I like Aliso because you can just do laps, and hit almost every trail and don't do the trail again. Uh, it's nice. It's an all around. Aliso is awesome. I love Aliso.
That's awesome. I heard you say Waterworks. That's right next to Spitfire. Is that Ladera Ranch?
It'll be like a Ladera Range. Yeah, yeah.
Ladera Ranch area. Yeah, I had heard that they had built up. Well, I heard that the OC Parks came through and leveled some of those jumps, but
Yep.
I heard the trail fairies went back in there
I've
and
done
did some good stuff. So,
it,
yeah,
but it's always gonna happen that, but
yeah,
hopefully the fairies keep going back and making it nice again.
yeah. That's I saw there's a YouTuber I watched, MTB Mixture, and he was just there the other day and said that and showed a lot of waterworks jumps were back and look super nice. So I think it's Spitfire that still needed a little bit of work.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah, that's true.
yeah, yeah, but those trail ferries are amazing. So man, you hit up some great trails, and it's great that the trails are going to be close to the shop. I love
Yeah,
the vision of how you have the coffee shop in there and how you want to have the beer and kind of that nice environment of friends hanging out, before or after a ride. Can you can you take off from the shop and bike out to the trails, or is it just a good central location like meeting spot?
I think for road people would beneficiate more because they pass by the PCH and pass by El Camino Real more. Yes, we can ride from the shop up. You're gonna be a little bit ways up to Pico. They have some trails there, and maybe actually, yeah, you can also go to the San Juan trails from here too. It's just easy, come back and forth. I'm trying to get a taco truck guy here every other week.
Oh my gosh, that
Other,
sounds awesome,
yeah. So if we don't have bikes, we have tacos.
man. That sounds awesome, Diego. So with I guess let's go into the shop if you wouldn't mind, for the folks that are on the line.
All right.
If you want to give us a tour, folks, if you're watching the podcast, we're about ready to see a sneak peek at the bike house.
I
And
don't really know how to change it, but here,
so Diego is showing us the
beautiful
inside.
sunset right there.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Is that the water back there? Jeez Louise.
Yeah. See. Boom.
Wow. So Diego's taking us through the bike house right now. This is a sneak peek. If you're listening to this audio on the podcast, we're getting a sneak peek look before the grand opening tomorrow of the bike house.
There's a bunch of
Wow.
surface bikes here already.
Yeah. Look at that.
Sorry if you guys if it was too fast.
That's awesome. That's awesome. When you open up a shop like this, how yeah, Christian says classic SoCal shop front. That's such a good look with the palm trees and the water and
Yeah. I wish I could just look out there the whole day.
it's amazing. We will be soon. We'll be looking out there, hanging out, and then jumping out on the trails, and then coming back.
Definitely.
When I was just thinking when you are so talking about going from the ordinary to the extraordinary, and I know launching a business like this is it's scary anytime you launch something, but is this your first is this your first bike shop, Diego?
First flying solo ever. I think I spoke with you guys a little bit before. It was I used to work for VJ's Restaurants for 9 years as a manager there, and then went to Rock and Roll for six years or so, and was my chance. Maybe I needed to open a bit earlier, but at the same time, I think I don't know if I would have the same opportunity at before earlier. Uh, Everybody was really scared. I was scared. Who was not scared at that time? Uncertainties and everything. So now I think I can calm a little bit more, and people are like with one idea and one goal is just to get back to normal life, and that's what I want to do. Like I want to get back to normal life, and with one thing that sparked everything was I keep seeing it 3, 4, 5 weeks out on service, and 200-300% more bikes being sold. So if like that, it was already 4 or 5 weeks out. Imagine now with 300% more bikes being sold. So this is it. I might not have a lot of bikes, and people might be waiting for bikes, but they won't be waiting for service or repairs or anything like that.
Yeah, that 3, 4, or 5 weeks is tough to wait if you have a single bike and that's your only means.
Yeah.
You are this is going to be great for folks who are looking for a quick turnaround. A 3-day goal is amazing.
Yeah,
because
I have some guys working for me, and I also have some freelancer guys that they do a different job somewhere, not necessarily even on the bike industry or not, or they do work for teams, and they have, hey Diego, I have a day off, or I have 5 hours. What do you need? So, well, I have this pro build, or I have this bike that needs to be built that is a Di2, like expert guys, not just average beach cruiser guys. So
Right.
a mechanics. So I'm doing that too. So it easy out the days, so people don't wait that much, you know.
And what's the normal? So eight mechanics, but is the normal? I think when I go into some bike shops, there's like three or maybe four. But
Probably, yeah, I would say depending on the bike, like a good sized bike shop, you'd be like 2 to 4. But
okay,
I won't all at once. But I have 8 available for me.
that's great to handle whatever comes in. That's wonderful.
Yeah, everybody, hey, I have 2 days out. Of course, I would take my bike there. All right,
Right.
I wants to wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Are there any bikes that or are there any bikes that you would specialize in working on, or is it all types of bikes? Like
It's all
road
time.
bikes and okay.
We have, of course, not all mechanics is gonna know everything. We're gonna have that one mechanic that gonna know everything about Di2, and that's his, expertise. And you're gonna have another guy with SRAM, and another guy does shocks, and the other kid that is just starting who do just beach cruiser or something like that. So we can all mix all of that uh, knowledge. It's just specific to each mechanic.
Gotcha. Man, it's going to be unique. I can't wait to see how it all goes. And I know this is a big leap forward for you in the family. And
Yeah.
I really wishing and hoping that this takes off and does well for you, because it's always scary to do something like this, but I also highly admire what you're doing, and you're doing something within your passion. You're doing something that is also helping the mountain bike community within the passion that you have, and you found gaps in this MTB community that you are able to fix. And I think that is huge.
Talking about community, if you guys are doing any trip or anything, don't hesitate to call me. I will bring everything. I will bring whatever tools I have. I also bring water, beer, monster, whatever you guys need. I will be there helping out.
That's awesome. Joining the trail fairies.
Real.
Diego's willing to join the trail fairies. Get those trails up and going. That is great. So on this part of the show, Diego, I like to do what we call product spotlight, and
Well,
I wanted to see
do
if
it.
yes, okay, is there a specific product or something that you would like to highlight in this part of the show?
I think everybody's super hyped with the new SRAM GX Eagle Axis wireless. We're super happy to receive the first one today. We're opening the box.
Oh, this is an unboxing. Holy cow! There it is.
So the behind the scenes of this is we knew the product was launching on last Thursday, right? Uh,
Right.
we didn't know what time. If it was New York time, if it was Thursday at midnight, or when it was. So I waited until midnight in New York, nothing. I waited until midnight in California, nothing. And then I woke up at 2, at 3, and 4, and then finally it was available to order. So we
Holy
ordered
cow.
good. So we are receiving some stuff already. I didn't even see this guy. Let me see.
Look
We
at
have
this.
quite a few.
Wow. Diego is unboxing them. How many of those will you have available tomorrow? Because I know people are saying it's great and all, but how am I ever going to find one? And here Diego is.
Boom, boom.
Wow.
I don't know what it is. I have 5 other boxes there. That
Wow.
the shifter.
Ooh, look at that.
Well, there,
Look-
GX thing.
Wow. Beautiful.
We order about 50 of them. I think we receive about, this is 10 of the GX. What else it comes in? Yeah, the box doesn't come. much more. It's just a shifter here. So we have, I think we received 10 right now. All those 10s are sold out. There are more coming tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. So if you guys need it, give a ring, email, smoke signal, text message, whatever you guys want to, but to secure yours. But we will have more tomorrow for sure.
Wow. On opening day. That's going to be amazing. That's going to
Pretty
be amazing.
an electronic upgrade kit for $600. It's
Wow.
it's insane.
Trail dogs, look at that. Trail dogs are saying, just thinking about switching over. So to secure one of those things, would they just give the bike shop a call tomorrow, and would they have to place like a deposit on it, or how would they?
$20 deposit, and then bring your bike. We can install for you, or you can take it home and install yourself. It's, to be honest, it's not super challenging. You should try, or we can do it for you, no problem at all. But just give us a ring. We can text, or we can do Instagram. Whatever's easy.
Wow.
Way more channels nowadays to communicate.
Yeah.
Just the phone call.
And I'll make sure I put the contact information on this podcast in the show notes. We got here we go. It says, we can't wait to fix our customers a coffee while they watch their bike get serviced.
Oh yeah.
That is good. That is good. So if you folks are watching this and you're wondering how you can get your hands on one of those, Diego has some, and just have to contact him, phone, text, email, but he can get you dialed in. You're gonna have on opening day tomorrow, he'll have coffee and everything there, so you could either have them install it or any other thing that you have on your bike that needs to be done. They can service it there during the grand opening tomorrow. And looks like you got the kids and the wifey on the line.
Oh.
Hey guys. So
there's one thing too, guys. We have our hours are from Monday to Friday 10 to 6, and Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4. If your schedule is crazy and you need to be here at 7 p.m., we will be here for you. If you need to be here before work at 6 or 7 a.m., call me. We will make it happen. So it's not, I mean, we do have hours of operations, but if you give me a day, we make it happen.
That's great, man. Customer service. It sounds like you're really honing in. Obviously, you have you've identified those gaps, but it sounds like you're really honing in on the customer service aspect of it. I mean, being able to pick up somebody's bike at the trail and then deliver it back fixed to wherever their next location is, whether it be at their office at work, at home, and the turnaround time, and being able to open up the hours, when somebody is in a bind. These are all wonderful things. Wonderful things.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is very good. Little wife and kiddos put the address right there to the bike shop. I'll go ahead and put that up on the screen for everybody. And yeah, Diego, that is going to be awesome. Anything that Double R says being flexible is a huge plus. Huge plus. Yeah, sometimes you go into bike shops. I mean, I haven't experienced it a lot, but sometimes you go into bike shops and you almost sometimes feel invisible, or wish you could have had a different experience. Sometimes it can be intimidating. So sounds like your place is going to be a nice, comfortable, easy place to be.
We have parking lot. I know that the city's crazy sometimes, and some are going to be insane, but we have 10 parking spots in front of us.
Nice. That's huge. Oh, you got the trail dogs that are going to stop by. They're going to stop by and say hi to you guys.
Yeah,
that's going to be fun. Those guys are a fun group of guys. You'll get to know those guys in the community. If you don't already, you'll definitely get to know those guys. So Diego, on this part of the show, we talked product spotlight. What about YouTube? Anything? I know like everything's been crazy right now because you're getting the shop up and going. You probably don't have time to watch YouTube, but if you did or had in the past, what are some mountain bike YouTubers that you like to watch?
To be honest, I follow you in
Oh.
on the how to say, on the media deal,
Uh,
but that's about it. I usually go to the Red Bull TV, and we always playing it here at the shop, and I keep watching everything. And the guys at Ashley YT, that's awesome. They always bring the
yes.
dudes out there to play. And what that guy's, I always mess around, not football, but handball. What is that guy that was pretty famous that went there last week or the week before?
Oh, Drew Brees. Yeah, the quarterback of the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I have another guy too. His name is Mo. Awesome. I think you guys heard about him. I always see his videos around too.
Yeah. Is that Mo from Mo and Hannah?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
They're
Those guys are. Yeah. That's good stuff. Oh man, thanks for watching.
he's just very. I think he's uncut it or something like that. He's just going down a trail and not cutting any of the video. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, those full pull videos are great. I know MTB Allen's been doing a lot of those lately. Trail Dogs actually asked or do a lot of those full pulls. In fact, they're asking a question right now. It says, "We get asked a lot about shops to buy bikes from. Will you have any bikes available on opening day?"
I will have 5 bikes here. That's it. But not
Okay.
mountain bike, unfortunately. They are
Okay.
shipping from Specialized, and I have 2 bikes coming from Scott. I have gravel bikes here. Uh,
Nice.
the process of getting to be a dealer of a shop of a brand is super long, 2, 3, 4 weeks, especially now. So between me leaving where I used to work and now, I couldn't really do that quick. So Specialized, actually, we just locked with Specialized end of last week.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
we just placed the order. We just got some items yesterday. It was the first time we got some orders. Actually, I do have some kids bikes. Um, but then Scott doesn't have many bikes, unfortunately, either. But we did place bikes. The way that's working right now, we are placing orders for 2022. So it's
Wow.
a little bit challenge for me without history on what to order or what my clientele gonna be or what my riders wanted to ride. So I'm just shooting everywhere, and whatever I get it, I will get it.
Yeah, man, 2022. Only in this type of outdoor industry is it going that's crazy, but that's not outside the norm. Everybody's in the same boat. Everyone's going through the same situation. Um, as far as that part goes with the bikes, but I love how you're going to set yourself apart by the customer service and being able to service all of the bikes. I mean, how many bikes are out there right now? I think every
Right.
single bike that could be possibly out there is out there. The only bikes that aren't out there are the ones that are still being made.
Even if
So,
people, let's say I'm gonna use a crazy color, and if you guys over there have that crazy color bike, I'm sorry. Let's say you have a pink with purple with yellow and gold. If that's the only bike that Specialized had, you'll be sold out like that too. So people are going through option A, B, C, D, and E, and if the F is available, I will take it. So that's how crazy.
nice. That's great. That's going to be great. And I think that the gap, I mean, for the folks that are on the show, I mean, chime in if you guys are feeling the same way too, but just that whole aspect of being able to get your bike in, get it out, and being able to take it to take advantage of that market space right now. Because yeah, if you would have opened up a year ago, you would have been selling bikes like everybody else. But now all the bikes are out there and they're getting ridden and they are breaking down and people are crashing and things need to be fixed and they're out 4 weeks. So this is going to be, I think you're going to be really busy when it
Yes.
comes to that. We have Joey Yates is here. He says, "I'll have to stop by tomorrow before hitting the SC trails after work." So you
Oh,
already got, yeah. And if you watch my videos, Joey Yates is one of the main writers that I'm with. That's Pacific Yeti. That's Mr. Joey Yates.
yeah.
In fact, we did a fun IG where we were pretending we were on the island together and looking for each other.
Everywhere.
I know. This is a funny story. I was at the gas
Oh,
station.
right there.
Yeah, exactly. I was at the gas station and I was pumping gas up and a car drove past and they said, "Hey Mark, do you ever find Joey?" I'm like, I don't know who that was, but it was pretty good. Uh, Trail Dog's going to send some people in your way tomorrow. Just going through some of the posts of people that are in the audience here and on the show with us. How's it going? M Shadow says, "How's it going? New sub after the Drew post. Hope your channel grows exponential." Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I really do. Um, and then Trail Dog says, "Just a shop that wants to work with you is a huge plus." That's a huge plus in itself. Yeah.
I had an idea. I copied an idea from a dealer that we took our car to do one of those 10,000 mile uh, tune-ups, and they gave me the car back, and I said, "Here's an email." And I opened the email. The guy was going under the car with the camera. "Hey, Mr. Diego, this is your car. Look at here. Your brakes are fine. Your tires should be changed in about 100 miles or whatever, 10,000 miles. Your brakes are fine, and the car is fine under here, inside the hood." And he was recording everything. And
Wow.
that is a wow deal, because a lot of people say, "Oh, did you really change my brake pads? Or did you
Right.
really do my brake bleeds?" So here we're gonna work with that, like show it everything, email a video or text a video, just to show what we really did. Or like, "Hey, your brakes are fine for now. Maybe a couple months you're gonna need a new one. If you ride 2-3 times a week, you're gonna need new brakes in 3 weeks." Um, we don't have that.
Right. That's awesome. That is a wow factor because you're right. A lot of times you just drop it off, your car in this case, you drop it off and you hope that they look at everything. But that would be reassuring to have that video with the mechanic and to bring
Every
that to, yeah, that's a great idea.
corner, we usually know what our bike needs or this and that, but sometimes some novice riders don't remember that, or they don't know that we need to service the shock every 300 hours, 400 hours, depending on the shock. Or that you need to, you need to replace the brake pads. So those just are the things like that are openings, and it's good to see that the guy that's working on your bike is actually touching everything that you're paying for.
Right. Man, you really thought of a lot about the gaps, that you can fill that space with these great solutions. I really dig that. That's cool.
Yeah, thing.
Nobody's doing that either. We don't want to give away all your secrets on the show, but those are going to be amazing
But
things.
like, let's say that I'm closer to you, but then some other guys are closer to the guys in Irvine or Durango Samissa. It's hard to drive. So hopefully those other bike shops will do the same. So everybody's kind of, on the same boat and happy.
Yeah, everybody
Riders
levels.
have bike failure or anything like that.
Yeah, everyone's gonna level up from it. I really I dig that. Dang, Diego, you got some great stuff going on, man. And the bike shop is going to be exciting. What time? What time is opening tomorrow? Is it? You said is it 9 a.m., 10 a.m.,
At 10 a.m.
10
So
a.m.
week we're gonna do 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 5, and Sunday 10 to 4.
Nice.
I'm
And
really
on
looking forward for the race season and all those rides coming up as well, and trail works. So it doesn't, even if you're like have from 10 to 6, if you need other times that to come here again, drop me a line. We'll schedule by appointment as well.
and what are some of the things that you hope to really dive into as the shop opens up? Like, what are some of the things you really want to get into at
I
first?
Customer service, that's the best. Like everybody, you know, have their time. Uh, it's not just rushing through you so I can get to the other guy quick. Uh, and then expectations too, because now if anybody's promising you that they're gonna get their bike, let's say on May 15th, an exact date, there's no way, because even the companies don't know. So I wanted to set up everything, the right expectations. Yes, we can place special order bikes, no problem. I place that every day. We don't need a big deposit. It's $20, and it's full refundable. So if tomorrow you found a bike somewhere else, awesome, take it, and I give your money back. Um, but place the order, and then just wait. And that's the expectation. Like, bikes are coming. All the companies are making bikes. The ships, the ships are arriving here. Now that the other ship there is clear. Uh, but just wait, and you're gonna get your bike.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So when you say the bikes and coming in, obviously your shop is called the Bike House. I just wanted to see if how did you come up with the name the Bike House?
Uh, it was a big contest at home. My wife Sarah, my kid, my son Levi, and Louisa, we're all putting names down, and they come up with some cool names and some weird names. And our we have Allison is our neighbor, and her family throwing names in a hat. And I don't know, I just came up with a bike house, and there was no bike house around us, and that was it.
That
And
everybody.
we're competing for dog name because we just got a dog as well.
Oh, at the same time.
So it was a big deal for like a week or so, and then we finally came up with the bike house. I was hoping to do a bike home, but you feel a little bit weird because home is more like you feel at home. But house, it was cool.
Yeah, I like the Bike House and the vibe that you're putting up there in order for you to be able to come in to the house, feel at home at the house, have your bike feel at home, have everything be okay. That's really cool. And the fact that there is no other bike house in San Clemente. So
San Clemente
that's
guy that's actually super cool dude. I have not met him yet. He opened a bike house. That's it, not the bike house. Or he's about to open to in Costa Mesa or somewhere there. He's a cool dude too. Go check his shop.
and that's just Bike House.
Bike house, and I think he has a background.
Gotcha. Wow. The Bike House. The Bike House.
But
So what did you name?
we
Oh,
named it Tucker.
Hooker?
Tucker.
Oh, Tucker. Gotcha.
Yeah. My son
That's
named. Yeah, his name won. I really want a Cosmos. Like Cosmos.
Cosmos would be cool. Tucker's cool. Tucker's really cool. That's fun that you guys get to do all those. And man, when it rains, it pours, right? You gotta pick these names for these the shop and the dog at the same time.
Cool.
Diego, when you are out there and you're doing work with everybody and you're going to be having people come into the shop and everything, what do you foresee in the future? Where do you want the Bike House to be in like 5 years, let's say?
I want it to be basically part of the community, not just a reference on. Yes, I want to get my bike there, or they have bikes, or they have good brands. Brands would come and go. I would love to have all those brands that I have forever because they're the best brands in the market. But what I tell people is like find a bike shop around your place that takes care of you. And that's what I want to be. I want to be here because we do a badass service. And it's not like, oh, I need to take my bike there again. I talk to that guy and he's going to be rude or he's going to be, snobby or whatever it is. I want to say, you know what? I want to go there. My bike doesn't even need anything. I'm not even going to take my bike there. But I want to go there, chat with Diego because he knows the trails, or he just wanted to chit chat for nothing. So I just want to be a reference on coming in a hangout place and help everybody with their bike needs, with their running needs, whatever it is. Just come and chat about nothing.
Wow.
It's almost like that show, Seinfeld. They talk about the show is about nothing.
Yeah.
So come here and hang out, and we chat about whatever you want.
That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun place to be. Almost sounds like Cheers too, the show Cheers.
Oh
Everyone's
yeah.
just kind of hanging out, having a good time. We have Adam Mock here. He is a fellow YouTuber out there, and he says, "Preach! I love local bike shops. Great ones feel like Cheers. There you go, where everybody
Yeah.
knows your name and you hang and you feel like you belong to a great community. Man, there's really something special about that feeling. Absolutely. And
You're
when
riding and somebody says hi and the other person says hi and oh I know that guy. Feels at home.
yeah, it's almost like you're capturing an essence of our mountain bike community. When we're out there on the trails, it's that feeling that you are out there, but you're not alone, and you come across other riders, and it's instantly like, "Hey, what's going on? How are you?" There's that bond. It's almost like you're capturing that essence and bringing it into the bike shop.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Yes.
very,
Oh,
very that's cool. I could see that happening already. Christian says, "Word."
yeah.
So, Diego, we'll go into the funny questions now, and I want to ask you a couple questions and just see how you answer it as a brand new bike shop owner.
All right.
Okay. So the first question is cereal a soup? Yes or no? And why not?
If you eat at night before bed, yes.
Oh, there you go.
You're eating at night, watching TV. You usually, time for bed. You eat at dinner style. But if you
Yeah.
change your dinner for the cereal, yes.
I like that, Diego. Yes, if you're eating cereal at night, it is a soup. You heard it there from Diego. Next question, Diego, is this: in mountain biking, which one do you prefer, going uphill or downhill, and why?
Well, everybody would say downhill, but you need to go uphill to go down. So I prefer going uphill.
Uphill. Diego says
I'm
uphill.
a guy. Everybody gonna wait for me going downhill. So that's why.
Oh, they're gonna wait for you going downhill.
Yeah, because I'll go for first. And sorry, they're gonna wait for me because depending on the trail, I just gonna walk.
But stoked the whole time.
Oh yes, yeah, woohoo!
I love it. I love it. Okay. Now that you're opening a shop, you have heard tons of brands, tons of products have come across your desk. You've seen 1,000 names, if not more. What out of all those names is the most sexiest mountain bike name you can recall? And what is the least sexiest mountain bike name you can recall?
Like brand
Or
wise,
product? Yeah,
product.
or it could be product. It could be
Well,
product or
we don't sell that, but Juliana is pretty sexy, right?
yes, yes.
And Juliana
I
is sexy,
I agree. That's a good one. That's the first time I've someone's answered with that. That's awesome.
right? Least sexy. I don't know. Fuji. I don't know.
That works. Least sexy, Diego says Fuji. And then lastly, Diego, last question is if there was a secret mountain bike conspiracy that you could start, what would that be?
Well, I've heard it's a rumor that there's this crazy shop in San Clemente that 1 day out service is almost same day service. I would check it with your mask or without it. You knock first and say, "Do you want a mask or no mask?"
That is great. That is funny. That is funny. Double R says, I've been waiting for somebody to say Juliana. That's good. That's really good. Well, Diego, we've come to the end part of the show, but it went by really fast today. I wanted to make sure that we got everything out to the folks because you're offering such an incredible service to the mountain bike community. Obviously, mountain bikers are going to want to support you. You are a great guy with a ton of passion. Obviously, in this current environment, taking a really great calculated risk to start something that's in line with your passions. And who doesn't want to support somebody like that? But is there anything else that you wanted to share with us tonight, Diego, before we end the podcast?
Guys, thanks for having me. I really appreciate that. And if you can, just stop by, say hello, bring your bike. Don't bring your bike, doesn't matter. Stop by, come check us out. We'll be here for you. We want to include everybody. If you have your beach cruiser, if you have a buddy that has a road bike or an e-bike, it doesn't matter. We are here for everybody. If you, there's no, how to say, there's no difference. Everybody's all the same, all the time. And we're gonna same, like, if you're rich and you have a $20,000 bike, and if you just bought your bike on Craigslist, or if you want to buy your bike on Craigslist and you want an opinion, come and chat with us. We're going to take care of you the same way.
That's wonderful. That is wonderful. This has been Diego from the Bike House, and he'll be located at 439 North El Camino Real, Suite F in San Clemente, California. Tomorrow, April 1st, is opening day. So go in, say hello to Diego. They'll have coffee in there. You can hang out. Man.
Voodoo beers too. We have everything.
Yeah, the beers will be there too. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Voodoo beers, if you guys want to partake in some of that, go pick up the vibe at the Bike House and meet Diego and help support the shop. We all need shops where we can feel welcome, we can get that fast turnaround, and Diego and the guys there are going to happen to have that for us. So that is awesome. Diego, in parting, where can people find you if they want to follow the shop on Instagram or Facebook, or where will you have the most presence?
We have Instagram, so our huge presence on Instagram is at the Bike House San Clemente, or you can go to our website, is thebikehouse.net. We're working on Facebook. I don't know why the Facebook is taking a little bit longer for us to work out on to get an account there, but we're gonna have a Facebook soon. But we respond really quick to text messages as well. We have our phone in our website, text messages, Instagram messages, email, or Yelp, or whatever you guys want to reach us out. We respond really quick.
Is that the text message number right there, the 424-253-6097?
Yeah, you can text.
Gotcha. Text if you guys want to text that. So a good example for that is if you say you are out in the trails and you needed something and you're going to make it back to the car, you can actually text Diego and see about that bike pickup service that he has. That sounds pretty amazing. That sounds really amazing. Well, Diego, thank you again for being on the show tonight. I really appreciate it. It's been fun getting to know you and talk to you. We got a lot of folks here that are saying congratulations on opening day tomorrow. They're saying best of luck, and man, same from here from me here at the segment. I really wish you the best of luck. I'm actually going to come out and see the shop here in the next. Hoping to get there within the next week or so I can meet you in person and take a look around.
Awesome.
But man, I really applaud what you're doing. I think it's going to be great. I think in the years to come, you're going to be very, very successful and having fun doing it.
I wouldn't do it without you guys.
There you go. George Reyes says congratulations as well. All right, folks, that is.
By the way, you guys should check him.
Yes. Oh, this gentleman right here?
George Reyes. He's a model for Schools First.
Oh, there you okay. We'll have to check you out, George Reyes. We got Isaiah Bernstein's on the line. He says I'll have to stop by as well. So already got quite the crew coming in to see you. And again, man, Diego, wish you the best of luck. And I can't wait to stop in and see you in person as well and watch all the fun stuff start to happen.
Sweet. Thank you
again.
All right,
guys. This has been a fun episode with Diego and the bike shop. Make sure you are able to stop by the Bike House and see him and the shop when you're in the area. And we'll see you guys all on the next episode. Cheers, Diego.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Woo!
Opening day, April 1st, baby. Woohoo!